Part of maintaining a healthy livestock is making sure that your animals are clean and healthy, and they're comfortable in the space that they're in. And today I'm going to take you with me to show you how simple it is, and it's not a lot of work. So let's go check the chickens out. Here I'm just changing out the nesting pads here. Sometimes it gets really messy. Sometimes the center of it, right where they're putting all their weight and where the eggs are sitting, becomes, you know, broken down. So I'm just here swapping these out. I do that probably about twice a year. And on the nesting pads, as you can see, I have some herbs right here, oregano, just a herb mix here for them to keep it nice and fresh. And the chickens seems like they enjoy that. So I have 4 nest boxes here for my chickens, and I'm going to change all 4 of them at the same time. Look how much this one has broken down, and I just drop it on the floor and they'll just scratch through it and break it down, and that becomes compost. Here I'm just going to scrape the base off the nest box, and that's the diatomaceous earth and the straw that's left in there. I'm just going to clean that all out, and I'm going to leave the remainder of the diatomaceous earth that I had in there right where it's at, and that will be fine. I'll just set the new nesting pad right on top of it with all those herbs in it that they can enjoy. This one is not broken down a whole lot, and as you can see, it's very dusty, and so I'm just going to change it out together with the other ones because I like changing all of them at the same time so I can keep up with the timeline that I change it and when I am to change it again in the next 6 months. So I'm just going to spread the diatomaceous earth right in there like I said, and make sure that it's leveled when I put it pretty much. But the chickens are going to do their thing and make themselves comfortable on these nesting pads, and they're going to peck it around and scratch it around just to make sure they sit comfortably in there. It doesn't matter what I do, they're just going to make sure that it's comfortable for them, and they're going to do what they really need to do to make themselves comfortable in there. These nesting pads are made from a natural straw, and I prefer doing that. It's easier for me to purchase these nesting pads, but I do have a plan B in case I'm not able to purchase these, and that's what I'm going to use for my nesting pad. These birds can use leaves, dry leaves as a nesting pad, so if it comes to that, then I would have to put dry leaves in there if I can't find the nesting pads to buy them. And so I just want to use something that's natural that they can enjoy. Now I'm going to refill their feed because that's what I really came in here to do. And notice that the nesting pads needed to be swapped out. It's about to be spring. So I am going to refill this feeder. This one over here already has feed in it because they just eat from one feeder at a time. They all feed there. I have water there that I need to change. So I'm just going to refill this feeder and make sure that they have sufficient food. Once the feeders are empty, I just refill them. Or once one of them is empty, I should say, I just refill it. And that way, the both feeders always have feed in them so that they can eat. Chicken has a pecking order, and I don't want any chicken to be bullied, so they have 2 feeders and sufficient space that they can all enjoy the feed and eat from the 2 separate feeders if need be. Now I'm just going to top this feeder off because I have feed left in the bucket that I have here. So I'm just going to put the rest of the feed right in the feeder. They have good temperature in here. It is 61 degrees in here with the door open, so that's good for them. It's starting to get warmer out. It's about to be spring, so I'm just gonna get out of their way. But before I go, let me show you how much room they have in here. Look, they have all this space under here, and this is where they would run to hide, under the coop. They have all this indoor run space here. They have their roost they can use in here. Okay, this roof is acting up all day, every day, but despite that, you know, these chickens are happy. Their living space and their play space, I would call it, is very efficient. Let me grab my eggs. I should have came out with my basket and I didn't. I always do that. But yeah, these old nesting pads, I'll leave them right there. They'll scratch around in it and they'll break that down. That will be mixed up with all the chicken droppings, and that would end up in the compost and be composted, turn into soil, and then I'll be putting that in my garden to build my soil. You know, they have their outdoor space here. I'll let them out because they came in behind me because they thought I had treats for them or food for them, and so they're always like following me when I'm out there with them. See how they're following the bucket? Because they know that red bucket. And even though I put feed in there for them, you guys saw me fill up those 2 feeders. There's feed in there, but they're still following that bucket. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, and share. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you right here next time on Fifi's Journey.